To know how you're feeling today, with all this remark and all this award you're getting today.
Thank you very much. This has been the Laura style. Anywhere we are, we're always number one at every time. So we are not surprised, but we still thank Almighty God for His mercies and blessings, giving our children the right answers and the right question to pick at all the time. We say we feel so happy, so excited, and we thank God also for that.
So, for you, the winners, how do you feel winning this first position?
I feel I'm happy because we have always been getting first in all the competitions we have got, and I'm proud of my school.
So what do you have to say to your teachers?
Thank you.
What do you like the public to know about Laura School?
Laura School is, when we parade ourselves as number one, we are number one in everything. At least you can see it yourself. Everything we do in Laurel is all in the best. If you've been to our classrooms, if you've been to our ICT department and see the children courage at all times, you will know that Laurel is just a place to be. Especially when you look at the crop of teachers that we have. We don't just recruit teachers, we recruit professionals, and they are very proud of themselves. That's the only school that a teacher will refuse to go. They stay in Laura for more than 20 years, going into trainings upon trainings to be best at all times. So in Laurel, we just ask you to come. We make things that are so rough to be smooth at all times in Laura Schools organization.
So I'd like you to introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is Okoye Chimdi Princess, and I'm in Radiant Nursery and Primary School.
My name is Olimba Olido Angel, and I'm in Radiant Nursery and Primary School.
So how do you feel winning this award today?
I feel amazing.
I feel awesome.
So like education finally pays, right?
Yes.
So what will you say to your teachers?
I'll say I am really grateful.
Okay, so I'd like you to introduce yourself.
My name is David. I'm 9 years old. Tisbury Private School.
My name is Kenneth Emory. I'm 11 years old.
So how do you feel winning the third position? Look at the camera.
I feel that it's great to get third position.
So what do you have to say to your teachers?
Great job teaching us. We stay there, God bless them for teaching us.
Okay! Can we have a shout? Let's do it. Come on. Hey! Thank you very much. Okay, let's go. All right. Kids. You are joining in this cake. Now, Wasu, please come forward. Honorable man, I see you, please come forward, man.
You talked something about Silicon Valley and Festac being some place that can be a Silicon Valley. I would like you to just expatiate on that.
What I meant was that we have a lot of good brains in Festac that can turn this place around. If you look at Silicon Valley, it's made up of people who have built their economy on personal attributes that are well inclined in technology, business, particularly technology and all of that. And the economy there is far bigger than what you can put together in Africa. All next year would be, God willing, giving me the enableness, is to see the people of Amuodofin smile from within, and see what their ability can bring to them, which means that we have to pay a lot of emphasis on redirecting the wrongs within the local government and improving on their environment, shun away from social vices and drugs, be very selfless, and improve on their capacity.
Thank you very much. But before you go, I know you're a very social person and I can see some of the slangs you're making. So tell me your favorite slang right now.
My favorite slang now. I will say, oh, shaprapra, because when you, shaprapra means you're extraordinary, you know, and then in turn we say, oh, shapropro, you know, like that.
Thank you very much, sir. I'd like to know the main reason why you're actually doing this today.
Yes, my name is Ogushino John Adewumi, the councillor representing Ward K in Amu Odofin local government. I'm also the chairman House Committee on Health and Environment. Well, I believe the public school has been neglected for a very long time. Then I feel that we just have to promote the public school in the areas of education, and we just have to build up the leaders of tomorrow that will take over after we might have left.
It's a very good thing you're doing. So, actually, you believed in the children are the leaders of tomorrow. So, what would you like them to actually take on in this particular society?
Yes, I will tell them to concentrate more on their studies, than to remain focused, and how they can move on in their studies.
And about the celebrant today, why do you decide to celebrate in this way?
Well, I believe Comrade Adewale has done a lot in Amu Odofin local government. He has brought transformation when it comes to the issue of politics in Amu Odofin local government, and we believe that for the work he has done in Festac, and we believe we just have to celebrate him.
Yeah, my name is Elochukwu Adibo. I'm a biomedical scientist. I am the MD of L Lab, ISO 15189 accredited laboratory.
I know presently in the society right now, the younger ones are trying to go into entertainment, are trying to go into fashion. So what do you have to say to the younger ones to make them not think away from medical line?
Yeah, fashion is good, entertainment is good. But then we all have different disciplines that help humanity. So as much as we remain focused, there's still a big career in the medical industry. So those that can, and those that are patient, dedicated, should come, because there's a big room for all of us there. And with entertainment too, and the other parts, they're also good. There's a lot of room for all of us. But whatever we choose to do, we must do it very well and be excellent and be the best of whatever we choose. That's the advice.
So about the celebrant today, what do you have to say about it?
Well, it's obvious. It's obvious. Things just don't happen. Everything comes with build-up. Comrade Adewale has built up personality for himself over time. He has touched everybody. Not everybody chooses to do a birthday with kids, with this kind of program to touch lives. You can see kids from public school, private school competing. Education, that's the bedrock, that's the foundation. It's something he has believed in, and that's what we're talking about. He's consistent with his ideals, what he has preached and lived for years. And we just encourage others to join, taking time out of our schedules to come and join because we are happy. Not the kind of birthdays that people spend a lot of money doing things that are most frivolous, that does not touch anybody, not touch the society, downtrodden. So we're happy, he's consistent with what he has been doing, and we rejoice with him. And again, the councillor who made this possible. This shows that there is still hope for some politicians to do the work and do it properly. There is hope for us in Nigeria. So we're happy, and it's consistent from what we expect from Comrade Adewale. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So I would like to know, how much has it impacted in you as a celebrant?
Well, aside from making impact, we've been long-time friends for over 25 years. So we've been friends, childhood friends. For me, I've seen him as a leader and as someone who has political, intellectual content, who has driven the Amu politics. He's given light to the people. He has done quite a lot of structural developmental impact in terms of environmental impact. And you want to measure a leadership, you talk about successful leadership, which he has been able to do. And we've seen it. I mean, it's about being tested and trusted. He's a tested leader who has been able to develop quite a lot of people who are followers, who have also followed him. And if you look at the convener of today's events, he is someone who has also followed through the leadership of Comrade Ayodele Adewale. And that is why today he's also celebrating him and celebrating the kids and following up all in his initiative that he has also done when he was a chairman in 6 years ago when he was there. So today we celebrate good leadership, not mediocrity. And if we begin to have quite a number of young, enterprising people who can see about service to the people, not to their pockets, then we have a better leadership in place and a better government and governance.
Thank you very much.